Now the next exercise that we have for the finisher section is the weighted row. For the weighted row, you have three options for you. One is a elastic resistance band or a kettlebell, a pair of them, or a pair of dumbbells. You can do it with the barbell plates as well. We're going to show them one by one. So the first one that you're going to try and do, or if you have the option, this is the best method because as the band stretches, it makes the exercise more and more difficult. So you progress better and faster on that. Now you want to get into a forward lean position, like a semi deadlift position, but not as deep because your hands are only reaching your knee level and not below that. For a deadlift, your hands actually go deeper because the barbell sits deeper, just midway between your shin bone. So as you get into this position, you want to keep your bands in your hands right crossed between your foot, both the feet, and then you want to make sure that you pull your shoulders back first and then pull the remainder portion with your biceps. So this way you ensure that your back is working and not just your shoulders and your biceps are getting all the fatigue. So you do the row by leaning forward, chest out, hips squeezed, push your hips back and pull your shoulders back first and then the remainder portion with your elbows. The two common mistakes that people do here is one, they don't push the hip back enough. So what happens is when they keep the hips forward, either they are in an upright position or if they don't pull their chest back enough, their back is round and completely and you start feeling the pressure in your mid back, upper back, or in fact in your lower back. Upper back is something that we actually want. Lower back is not something we don't want because your lower back has to be arched and not curved convexly. It should be concave curved. Now, the second mistake that people do is they pull with their shoulders only. That means your shoulders are hinging across, but your shoulders are not pulling back. So when in this position, people make the mistake of simply pulling them back. So you pull the bands back, but without pulling enough on the shoulder blades together. When you do this movement, you want to visualize as if your shoulder blades are pulling back. So as you can see, this is not working on the shoulder blades because your shoulders are not pulling back. Only your arms are moving like a limb rotating across the shoulder joint. This is detrimental for your shoulder health. This actually ruins your shoulder girdle. So we're going to show you the best version for it. You want to start in this position. You want to lean forward, chest out, hips pushed back. With a straight back, you want to pull your shoulders back first and then the remainder portion with your biceps. Now this has to be a seamless movement. So once you've mastered these two segments of the same movement, you want to do them synchronized without thinking about it consciously. So as you can see, he pulled with his shoulders first and then the remainder comes with his elbows. So that is the weighted row for you with the elastic band. If you have to do with the kettlebells, you can do with the kettlebells, but 2 kettlebells are recommended. You can do them with 1 as well, but 2 is much better. So with the kettlebells, what you're going to do is you're going to keep the kettlebells either between your legs or outside your legs. I recommend people to keep it between the legs because when you keep them outside the legs, what happens is you have to lean forward enough and then you stress your lower back, which is not bad, but your lower back fatigues faster than your shoulders would, in which case you are restricted with the number of repetitions that you're going to manage to be able to do so. As you can see, your feet has to make way for the kettlebells to move by tucking your knees in, and hence your lower back is getting all the stress. So we want to do this by keeping your kettlebells as close together as possible and your feet spread far and wide above the kettlebells. So this position, you're actually sitting on a chair, on a wide chair in a sumo squat position. You want to start by getting into that row position, but with your feet wide. Now, keeping your feet wide has another benefit is that you have enough space for your arms to move between your legs. So as you move the kettlebells up, you have enough space between your thighs. So we're going to start this again. You're going to lean forward, chest out, hips push back. So as you can see, his hip is pushing back, which means his hamstrings are getting a slight stretch and his back is completely straight. Now as he moves the kettlebell up, he's going to pull with his shoulders back first and then the remainder portion comes with his elbows. So he pulls with his shoulders and then he's pulling with his elbows. So this ensures that your lower back is not getting the fatigue, your biceps are not getting the fatigue, it's only your shoulders that is working, the back portion of the your back muscles, upper back muscles. So this is how you do the weighted rows.